Moonrise and Phoenix, you were on call for game number 2, and it was an absolute blast listening to you earlier today. You're back for game 3.
That I am, Rick, and it's great to see everybody here on SpeedGaming Prime. Welcome back to the Rookie Rumble 2025. Game 3 between Iceman and Cokes, and as Rick mentioned, my goodness, was game 2 an absolute ride.
Yeah, so we will see how game number 3 goes, but if game number 2 was any sort of indication, we are going to be in for a wild ride, Moonrise and Phoenix.
That is absolutely right. But for these two runners, for Iceman, put game 2 behind you, and Cokes, just ride the momentum. You got game 2 staying focused. Perhaps you do the same in game 3.
Winner of this moves on. They will be facing One Up in the second round of brackets. The runners have been given their ability to get going, so we will see them start here on the screen very momentarily. Steve Cold on the tracking. We already have the indicating Triforces on your screen. Game number 3, Iceman versus Cokes. Where are we starting?
South Coast.
South Coast. And that is not the South Coast, but you're not super far off.
Indeed, but you know what it's time for, Rick? Let's play some Z1R, folks.
I think we could do that. We find level 8 immediately.
And not just level 8, but a quick pirouette on the east side and immediate trouble in level 8. Iceman might find out about it shortly.
Yeah, we will go ahead and see as we sync up both of our runners. Get a little bit of a flavor on how this seed will be going.
We've got
not
keys.
A bad room here, so you are going to at least try to search out this room. Maybe you see if you can't find yourself a free key.
Or a heart container.
Heart container for the level.
That'll work, right?
Well, considering the fact that 10 hearts get you the magical sword, also considering the fact that you do have a 4 to 6 to get you a wand, you definitely will be happy to see that.
And Iceman, seeing the danger noodles in 8, says, I don't want any part of that. Cokes immediately out with the heart container. Darkness on the overworld.
And a staircase right in room number 3. Is this an item? Oh
my goodness. That is why you do what we call in the community the Rick 6.
As a result, now Iceman has no urgent need for keys. Oh, could this be the second item?
It could very well be, but Stray Bomb ends up paying off for Iceman.
Iceman trying to be very careful. The unfortunate thing when you get sucked into a like that is you just can't try to... You kind of have to know where you are and the amount of sword damage that you've done to the likes. Otherwise, you're going to have a scenario here where you could get yourself sucked into another. Iceman, knowing that this could be a push block room, really wants to see this. It is a push block room. Is this the second item? No,
not quite. Meanwhile, we did see a small secret on Coke's side. It is a shiny nickel, as we say.
Gotta be careful in this room, Iceman.
That is
not your friend.
Nope, those fireballs are trouble. Oh my goodness, that was close. Another secret.
And that one was a little too close. 39 for the mid-secret.
We might see a coast item. And we've got a
hard pass. We have a hard pass.
Hard pass, magical boomerang, scrap metal, call it what you will. Cokes won't pick this up.
Junk. Let's call it exactly what it is. Junk. J-U-N-K. I mean, there are people who do like the boomerangs, but I think by the time we actually do get that boomerang in the arms of our runners, depending on where this ladder turns out to be, it's going to be probably less useful. Finding level 5 out near the coast. Hey, there's the compass.
That is how do we say this nicely? In the middle of nowhere.
I can tell you how you say this. Run away.
This will not be the push block for the second item due to that shutter on the north side.
Iceman gotta be a little careful.
Cokes with the clock in the early going of this level. This won't be it either, but Iceman sprinting out of there.
Yep, just get out of this room.
Oh my goodness, that
was close.
And this is disaster. Early red candle in 5 for Cokes, and that is not a small find. That blue candle is of no concern to Cokes anymore.
And Iceman doing the right thing here. You've taken 2 unfortunate deaths. You know where the Triforce is. You know what you need. Come back later.
Thanks, game. The only level...
Sometimes you have to just get out of a dungeon.
Indeed. And Cokes finding the hint for the only other dungeon we've seen, so that's fantastic. Thank you, game.
It's actually 6 rupees for the arrows, not bad.
That would be around, I believe... No, that's less than a 20% markup, and I'm not going to do also on that on stream.
Isn't the wooden arrows normally 80?
Yes. 20% discount would assume it would be a 70 normally, but oh, wait a minute. This is right next to Grave Armos. Will Iceman opt to take a look?
He should. Also get some bombs, much needed. Absolutely.
Cokes in trouble here in 5. We know this is a transport, but can Cokes get in? Has Iceman found the Armos item? No, he has not.
Nope. So the item's going to be over at Death Armos.
There's a possibility that it is, but there is a taking.
Oh, right. We still have the Lost Woods one. Or Lost Hills one.
Indeed. So here's a bit of a difference here, because Cokes will be able to take the heart from that takeany due to the fact that he's found the red candle. Also, Cokes, don't run into your own fire. Trust me, I've done it more than once. Not a good idea.
It burns.
Yes. Connector. Level 3 located for Iceman, and he says, who cares about pirouettes? I've got all the keys. Unfortunately, the Lionels immediately respond with, we've got all the swords. Here's 2 into the face.
Yeah. This is where Iceman really wishes he could have the red candle, so... But this also being a potential room that could be a staircase. Unfortunately, Iceman taking a sword beam. Kind of a room like that, you've got to gauge the entire room, take a look at it, and make sure that you have nothing firing at you before you cross through. It's easy to get stuck with tunnel vision, though.
That is true. However, that, as you mentioned, that could have been your item here in 3. There's your... Oh, nice delay.
Yeah, you see... You gotta just kind of survey the room. Otherwise, excuse me, otherwise you're going to be finding yourself with the beams to the face, taking unnecessary damage. And as you and I both know, you take too much damage, the game says, you know what? How about a free pass back to start?
Yeah, I've had more than my share of experience with that one.
But I like what Iceman is doing here, just trying to use himself in the power position. Try not to get the Lionels in a spot where they can get him nailed. Although the last couple of times I've noticed that he's getting a little more looser, which is not a good thing. Push block does not go, though.
Indeed. Red herring in the entrance. Coke's trying to get to the Triforce here in 5 for a 2-1. Actually, no, a tie game on the Triforce count.
Yeah, would be the first one for Cokes. Did
Oh.
Ongo 12's close to star? That's a very nifty clue right there about level 2's whereabouts. Also, heart container pickup for Cokes, so now 66% chance of getting that wand.
Almost got grabbed
Oh.
on. Oh, Uncle Wizzy in 3.
Yeah, this quickly is going to turn into a dungeon of get out of here ASAP. Oh yeah, this is a screen.
Yeah, that's a move on to the next screen. Don't care about what's in here because at best it's a heart container.
Watch out your side there. Good restraint there by Iceman. Very good restraint.
Well played. And wow.
However, that
room sucks.
It does. You got the Triforce at a level 3. And I know this is a case where Iceman does not want to have to go back into dungeons multiple times. That was something that Iceman had specifically said to me following Game 2. Didn't like the fact that he wound up having to go back. One, not attainable at 4.
At least Iceman knows where it is. And that's a big part of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
One Q9 potion shop. Coke's finding a gambling game over at the gambling tree. Wait a minute. When have we heard that one before, Rick?
Let me see. When was the last time that I've heard this one? No, it wasn't last week. Maybe it was the week before that. I can't remember. Level 1 found in the forest, right at start.
Indeed. And wow, early heart container. That's a 50-50 shot now for Iceman to grab that wand.
Coke's found a hint shop over here on the coast. Very cheap hints, but only 12 rupees in the wallet. Can't do anything about that.
Oh,
and level 1 ink blot.
We're gonna need some. We're gonna need some bombs to keep this going, I think.
Yep, Iceman is not gonna get anywhere inside this level 1 with 0 bombs to the name.
And in comes the hunt. Coke's about to be real happy.
Yep, Coke's gonna be getting into level 1 soon enough. Just did the tree. I guess we're gonna just loop back around. And Iceman's gonna have the what Iceman calls his luck.
His luck. There's a couple more runners that would have similar luck. We've seen that in the 2025 Winter Tournament clip show, and that's a rough death to take.
That is really a bad death for Cokes to take. And a lot of that was getting gridded, just unfortunate, unable to move around the way that Cokes wanted to. Now Iceman is beelining it for the mountain, trying to get that now guaranteed wand pickup.
Indeed, and Cokes with 6 hearts will be guaranteed that wand as well, but there's one big difference between our runners here tonight.
I would have to assume what you are getting at is the fact that Cokes does not know that the wand is up here, and Iceman does.
Absolutely right. And Iceman with the early game offensive superiority.
So here's a little bit of advice for newer runners. If you have a screen like what we have here, one away from your vanilla start, reset your game after you save. Just hit the reset button. What that will do is that resets your global counter, so you're back to having a chance of getting a bomb on the blue Octorok. Otherwise, you are unless you're one of those people who takes good track of that number on your global kills, you're playing pretty much blindly.
There's Iceman now with the knowledge of the medium's secret. One off the maximum, in fact.
Iceman really likes the prospects of some jewelry purchasing power coming up here.
I mean, that all depends on whether the large secret is, well, nice hint, old man.
Also, I don't think we have seen the location of the Blue Ring Shop yet.
No blue ring shop yet, that's correct. No sign of the Armos item either.
And this, to me, is where you've got to get the information. Unfortunately, what Iceman needed to do at that point down to 1 heart is attack the Armos. Make sure that Armos wasn't going to do any damage.
Fortunately, it did, and
and probably is cursing the game right now because of the fact that the game has not given him any bomb drops. Meanwhile, Cokes is just going to be getting the wand right here, so the advantage for Iceman with this wand is only about 2 minutes.
And Iceman did very little with that offensive upgrade so far. Perhaps that changes.
Another thing to observe, and this is where some people will wonder, how do runners know where exactly they are on the global counter? Well, certain things, like for instance, that ferry that Iceman got off of Red Octorok was at a 4 in the global counter, which means if you are keeping tabs, if you're keeping track of where you are on your global counters, kill one more enemy and then try to hunt down a blue Octorok. Because at 6 you have a chance for bombs. It's just knowing where you are in the global counters. There's ways that you can try to make it easier on yourself to figuring out your likelihood of getting bombs.
I mean, you can also do it with blue Lionels, but one of these things is not like the others.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you could definitely do it with your opportunity to get blue Lionels or blue or red Dark Nuts here. But one's more painful than the other.
Yeah.
One's a lot more painful than the other.
That is true. And Iceman eventually says, just get me the bombs. I'll do my damage. Cokes finds 4, meanwhile. I believe that was northeast of Vanilla 1Q1.
That is correct. And we get a hint about level 4 inside of level 4. You gotta love the "you are here" hint.
Indeed. And we did not coin that term.
There's many things I've coined over the years. "You are here" is not one of them.
Indeed. I mean, the aforementioned Rick 6, that's all you.
How do we know that's me?
Well, you need to know the story, I suppose.
There ain't no story about it.
And Iceman says no to the red candle. Surprised about that, Rick?
It's an interesting decision not to get it, but it also might just come down to a case of
Oh, my goodness.
There you are, the red ring inside of level 4.
And if there's one item that could boost Coke's confidence, he just found it. with the wand in hand on top of it. This could be dangerous for Iceman. Chat mentioning that skipping red candle with the wand in hand is alright, and I'm tempted not to argue with that.
Iceman really wants those bombs.
Can't say I blame him, and he's got them.
Yeah. At this point in time, go down the staircase, preserve your room. For that exact reason.
I didn't see that.
You are one hit away from death.
Speaking of one, Cokes was one room away from the Triforce at 4, and now has the Triforce lead in Game 3.
Yeah, but as you and I both know, that this thing is not done and over with until they have the items that are required to beat this game. We know we guaranteed need the bow. We know we need the silver arrows. What else we need besides that, who knows?
Well, we'll probably need the ladder, right?
More likely than not, yes. It's rare when you have a seed that doesn't require it. And now we know that Death Armos is going to be where the Armos item is.
Oh hey, Zelda's room relocated to level 5.
And 7 located up on the Lost Hills.
The Western Lost Hills, indeed. And Uncle Wizzy with their second appearance of the evening.
Yeah, you're so excited about getting Wiz robes here. Absolutely just fantastically excited.
Well, you don't seem to share the excitement.
Absolutely splendidly excited to have them together with Gibdos and Lionels all in the same room.
Yeah, that's gonna be all kinds of fun. Also in the same category of fun, having your teeth pulled. Oh.
Also in the same category of fun, a four-headed Gleeok.
Guarding the Triforce. That is a sufficient pain.
I think we know why Cokes didn't get the Triforce out of level 5.
Yeah, seeing that. Six hearts? You've got, well, right. Cokes didn't have the wand at the time. Four-headed Gleeok with wood sword? No. No, never.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Iceman's going to be coming back a little bit later on.
Cokes managing their way past that manhandler and transported 7. Just when you thought the game was going to give you a break.
I mean, it could give you a break after these messages.
Well, we just got an interesting ad there for on Iceman's side, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not here for the ads. The sponsors have had their time, right, Rick?
I just did not see anything that just popped up. How about you like to invest in an oak stake?
Just chop down a tree in the correct manner, and you have your oak stake.
By the way, 18 rupees is the door repair charge. Ladder in 7.
Goodness, and the rich get richer. Cokes with a big find in 7.
Iceman just around the corner inside of level, or just around the corner from level 7. Dig Dogger, we can't do anything about this unless we can bomb to the north. Alright, yep, this is an up and A.
The good news for Iceman is that medium secret. The debatable news is that you found probably the level more disliked by the Zeo in our community.
Oh, do not get on the equal tile with a Wizro beam.
Oh no. Oh dear, and that red ring that Cokes found in 4 might be showing its worth sooner rather than later.
No
Okay,
feat of strength will save the princess. What does that mean?
that means that the power bracelet is just about as good as its food counterpart. Because you might as well eat it because it's completely useless.
I don't know. A croissant sounds like it would be a delicious treat to have. So
I mean, I'm not saying no to that. It's just the fact that, well, oh my goodness, Iceman playing risky here.
doing the right thing of trying to stay in the half tiles against the blue Lionels, though. I will give Iceman credit for that.
And Cokes, with the ladder in hand, will be able to access the Triforce in 7. I believe he just saw it, and he's got it. 3 Triforces to 1 for Cokes.
Yeah, Iceman's going to get the unfortunate news that right at this very moment, not going to be able to pick up this Triforce. Manhandler says no as well. And this is really weird. I mean, Iceman had been mentioning, wow, Cokes got a unintended force on a bomb drop there. That is just the luck here going for Cokes is definitely going their way.
We'll see just if Iceman can counter that.
So the unfortunate thing here for Iceman is walking away from that 7. Ladder not in hand. That is huge.
That can be very problematic for Iceman. That is true. There's the Wood Sword Cave at 1Q5. Iceman does not care in the slightest. Cokes
does not care one bit in the slightest in regards to the health. There we are, Triforce pickup, and it is now a 3 or 4 to 1 Triforce.
And a maximum price key, and I believe that could very well be a max price bait.
It is either the max price bait or the minimum price bait.
It depends on the one on the price of the other one that we find.
Bingo.
Iceman. Go ahead, Rick.
I was about to say, if I'm Iceman, you gotta get into 1. I mean, we know Iceman needs to get into level 4.
And as much as I agree with it, I'm worried both of our runners might forget where 1 is. I hope they've been marking it on their trackers. There's the blue ring shop on the south coast.
Well, Cokes is about to pop into level 1 right here.
And I don't think Cokes noticed it was level 1 beforehand.
No, Cokes burnt the bush and walked away from it. We do know level 2 is close to start, and we know we are going to find level 2 because no feat of strength will be needed to save the princess.
I said that the power bracelet was useless. The more descriptive term is that no level will be behind that power bracelet. Let's see what's deeper in level 1, shall we?
Gels. That's what's deeper in level 1.
That's not much. Vanilla Start is the location for level 2, and that is far more dangerous than gels for Cokes. But that red ring, it does things.
What does it do?
75% damage reduction? That's a
Sign
useful
me
thing,
up.
isn't it? Another key for Cokes. No any key in hand, but so far that hasn't hurt him. Another heart container for Iceman, and Coke's just a nickel short of that bomb upgrade in level 1. Will the Moblins be kind enough to give him one? Nope.
Now we're taking that bop.
No, they just want to show him the love. You see. Cokes probably doesn't share that sentiment, but
By a lake is an entrance to death.
that is a hint for level 9. Interesting hint, but no push on that block for Iceman. Level 2 could be segmented. We don't know about it yet. I mean, the odds are not in that favor, but could happen. We've seen it before. No item yet in 1. Those items are deep. And deeper still. Here's one of them.
Or maybe both.
The answer is the overworld heart container is in 1. That is something Cokes will not mind, because 1 heart away from the magical sword, for boat runners in fact, could be an interesting time here for our runners.
Not to be the case of a double-roomed one, but it could have been.
Very much so. So now Cokes needs to clear the remaining rooms and try and find the floor item here in 1.
Man just passed up a room inside level 2.
Oh, there's the power bracelet.
We know that's not useful.
Indeed. Well, Iceman knows about it. Cokes doesn't.
There's the Triforce for Cokes. It is a 4 Triforce lead now for Cokes.
And Cokes was in this exact situation in game 2, but Iceman roared back.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a interesting scenario in regards to that game number 2. Part of it also to deal with that fact that level 9, it was a magic staircase to get to Princess Zelda.
It was. We call her the hide-and-seek champion of Hyrule, and this time, she absolutely was.
She did a really good job of hiding.
Oh, a missed bomb opportunity. Cokes finding another Amy Rose.
Yep, they're all connected now.
And Iceman going to leave level 2 behind.
Didn't find the map to level 2 as well.
And didn't find the item either.
Nope.
Co's going to be costing himself a little time here by checking the power bracelet spots. Iceman will be unlikely to do this, but 10 hearts in hand, Coke's in line for a double sword upgrade once he finds the magical sword.
And we haven't found where that is. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
You spoke a little bit too soon.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Just northwest of Vanilla Start. And now with 10 hearts in hand.
Oh, we go get it. We go get it now.
Oh,
we rush right back and get this sword.
Oh,
especially knowing what we are dealing with some of these levels.
Uncle Wizzy need not apply anymore.
And there is the magical sword pickup for Iceman. So we're now at the fullest level. Worst case scenario here for Iceman is that this is either the bow or the silvers.
Oh goodness, that would be disastrous. It's the raft.
All right. Well, I mean, that is
That
not great if it
it's
leads to a level. And we know that by a lake is going to lead to level 9.
indeed. And I'm
All right. What is the Armos item?
give it the bow.
Let's stay alive long enough to get it. It is the bow, I think.
Yep, can confirm that. And Iceman has the rupees to purchase wooden arrows. Will he make that purchase?
Considering the fact that the hint shops are where they are, this is how I would play the seed out. Save, buy hints, find out all the information that this game wants to give you. Then buy the arrows.
Not entirely wrong. I can't argue with that, and that's not going to help.
Minus 18. But yeah, you've got to find out what this seed wants to tell you.
Sooner rather than later. Especially in Iceman's case.
Well, especially if we are looking at a scenario here that's shaping up where this ladder in 7 could be a pretty big deal. Or the red ring.
Yeah, that
That's
red
in level
ring.
4.
And we still don't know what the large secret is, I believe.
It is between numbers 50 and 150. What number that is your and mine guess right now.
Indeed.
So we found level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're still missing level 6 and level 9. We know level 9 is by a lake, per that hint that you just saw on your screen. Level 6 we have 0 hints about.
Question is, which lake? And another thing that could be in play, that lake could be Recorder Lake.
You watch your mouth.
Well, it's true.
Yes, it's true, but you watch your mouth.
Hey, I didn't say anything wrong. You're not... SpeedGaming isn't going to kick me out for not for referring to Recorder Lake.
I told you, watch your mouth.
This is, true. Good. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't make me get the soap out.
I'm gonna behave.
Do I need to get the life buoy out? 83.
There's that large secret at 1Q6.
Do I need to get the life buoy out?
Nah, I think we're good. Meanwhile, Cokes with Triforce at 2. 36 minutes in, 6 Triforces?
Yeah, this is a blistering pace. There's the second of the big secrets, and Iceman's going to save. I have a feeling this is not going to be to buy those hints.
I don't think so.
We're buying the jewelry, which I totally get, but I think this is a scenario where you still got to get those hints, then
goodness,
do this operation.
And now, with Magical Sword in hand, Cokes is fully loaded.
Yep. Still has not picked up the bow yet, which we know is the Death Armos. Iceman back into level 3.
8, rather.
Or rather, level 8.
Look, the two numbers look fairly similar in this font. I'm not going to hold it against you. And Coke's struggling with the screen scroll. And I can understand trying to get it done, but I'll be the first to tell you, stress of it being game 3 with your tournament life on the line, the trick ain't easy for starters. doing in a pressure-packed situation like this? It's even worse. So Iceman needs a good item to be here in level 8. And we're running out of good items. Those silver arrows, maybe that recorder if, you know, Spiky decides to make bad decisions, which has happened quite often in the past. There is Cokes with their first large secret of the evening.
Yeah. Did we just check Recorder Lake? Not Recorder Lake, the Raft Lake.
Not yet. But I'll tell you what Cokes is about to check. He's going to be very happy he did.
About to get that bow. While we are here, Iceman is finding a staircase. This is the other end of the transport staircase, perhaps. Let's go ahead and give a big thank you to Steve_Colt, who is our tracker for this match. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for helping us out get these matches on the air.
And if we didn't have our trackers, goodness, part of me thinks we wouldn't, I at least wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
Even with trackers, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Goodness, you're not unlike me in that regard, then. I'm all right with that. I'm not gonna argue.
Better not.
Do you hear me arguing?
Yes.
Right. Okay then. Meanwhile, Coach.
That Goma's blocking your room to the right.
If that's your second item,
it's not going to be blocked by the Goma.
No, it will not. Oh goodness, that right there, that is Iceman's feeling pressure.
Answering your Gee, thanks, game.
Terrible.
Thank you so much, game. That is such a great hint. Marvelous hint. Answering chat, have we seen level 9? No, we have not, but we had the hint that was in level 2 that said it was by a lake.
Goodness, what a... This game's got jokes sometimes.
And at this point in time, it is very possible that it is Recorder Lake, as I don't know if we had any other, but we also have that one other spot that's by a lake that I don't think we've checked yet.
That would be the raft spot.
Okay, there's 2 spots by a lake.
What was the other?
I forget.
Okay. That is entirely fair.
Don't die! Don't die!
Oh my goodness, that was close. But Iceman with the Triforce in A cuts the Cokes lead to 3 Triforces.
Iceman, you just probably shaved 5 years off my life. Iceman was one of the members of the Masters and Apprentice Royal that was just going on. Or it's still going on. They're doing the week 8s at this point in time, but...
And Steve on top of it. You meant the Forgotten Spot.
Was that what it's called? I forgot what it was called.
Well, looks like Steve's on top of it. Better than I am, at least. So props to you, Steve. And...
Alright, Iceman's going to go right into tank mode with this blue ring. Here's the Triforce.
And if you notice, he was skilled enough to do the double tap even with the magical sword. We've got wooden arrows on Cokes.
I have people booing me.
Well...
Are you about ready to say that I deserve it?
Did I say that?
No, but you snickered.
I mean... To be fair, I forgot it too, so... Look, if I'm gonna laugh at both of us, alright?
I mean, you might as well. I mean, That's what part of having commentary is having fun while you work.
That's
It's one of the
definitely-
professions where you can have fun, unless your team's
Right?
getting blown out 27-1.
Uh-huh.
Level 6 found on Death Mountain.
Did you really have to talk about that one?
Yes, I did have to talk about that one.
Wow.
Because I've had many, many times where the game was a 56-0 blowout in football. And let me just tell you,
That's
you run out of things to say.
that I can only imagine.
We'll be back after these words. Could we please give me something to talk? Oh, a fumble ball. Okay, good.
Oh goodness. All of the stories here live on Speed Gaming Prime. To be fair, I actually enjoy these stories, so that man. Oh, nice bullseye by Iceman.
Yeah,
Love to
he's about
see
to get the
that.
bad news here. Hopefully he stays in and checks the other side of this transport staircase, because then he'll find out that the answer that he's looking for is here. Now, not going to be happy about coming back in here to find that the ladder was here, but beggars cannot be choosers. And what the heck is this 6? This almost feels the same way that the level 6 was in the earlier game, with a neck and just like a narrow couple of rooms that take you from the bottom section up to the upper section.
That I don't know about that, but this. Let's see here, real quick. 28 room 6. That is
you know that bottom part of this 6. I mean,
yes?
some people are going to say that it's a tail. What that feels like to me is Cape Cod in the state of Massachusetts.
Okay, that was definitely not on my bingo card on things to hear, but I'll
Iceman.
I'll give you that one. You don't want to know what I was thinking it was.
Probably commentary that is not suitable for Speed Gaming Prime at 7:49 p.m. when this race is live.
That is correct.
So we are going to move on from that kind of thing, and we are going to continue as Iceman gets the Triforce out of 7.
Don't look now.
You're about to say what I was about to say, so go ahead and finish the statement.
Coke's lead is down to 1.
It is. But that red ring in 4 still is something big.
I mean, Iceman has the blue ring, so at least that advantage is...
He's got to get to the forest here. He's got to get to the that burn spot, northeast of 1.
Yes,
and
he's
this
heading
is exactly
in that
the direction
direction.
he's going in. Do not... Oh, that's a loss of a bomb. You didn't want to get hit.
Silver's in 6!
Alright, we might be in Triforce and Go mode here, but that means we gotta find out where level 9 is.
And
as Iceman finds level 4.
Struggles to get in, but finds it nonetheless.
The winner of this match will be taking on 1UP in the next round of the brackets.
1UP, one of our... Go ahead there, Rick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You go on.
I was about to say that 1UP is one of our runners in the Rookie Rumble that performed well enough in the qualifying races to merit the bye in the first round.
1UP also one of the runners that we remember seeing from the Link to the Past Randomizer community.
See, that's something
There's
I did.
The Triforce for Cokes.
And with that, Cokes only needs a Triforce in 8.
7 keys, so let me just put it this way, that any key that Iceman has never been an advantage.
that is something you don't often hear.
There's the red ring for Iceman, and he's probably muttering because it's 48 minutes. He doesn't know how long his opponent's had it. And this is the type of seed where you just need to motor on, keep your cool down, try not to lose control, because if your emotions start to get the best of you, you're going to lose control of the seed.
That sounds familiar. Where have I heard that one before?
Insert runner name here. I mean, it's a story you can say about, like, half of the field. Because that is a underrated ability of anyone who does a tournament, whether it be speedrun tournaments, randomizer tournaments, various other kind of tournaments, high scores, things like that. You have to stay cool, otherwise you get yourself into a lot of trouble.
That is right. And for those of you watching, you see Z1R and you may think, oh, this is all a reflex game. Let me tell you, the mental game in this may be even stronger than the reflex game.
Reflexes, your emotions. There's just so much that is going on in this game.
And now, Cokes in 8 will find that any key, and I fully agree with picking this up because you know level 9 is on the horizon. And if that level 9 is anything like we saw yesterday in game 2, you want that any key.
There's 9.
Oh, There's 9. No, the raft not needed. And I know somebody's going to be very happy to hear that one.
Yes, I am. Because that means Iceman doesn't have to go back to level 2.
That's true, but I was referring to somebody else. But
I know who you're referring to.
They will remain unnamed for tonight?
That is correct.
Fair enough.
They know who they are.
And, yeah, a lot of people know who they are.
Oh, I mean, yes.
Another of our common voices here on Speed Gaming, in fact.
That is correct. Alright, Iceman needs to get into this level 1, get this Triforce, then get into 6. But the problem is, one main issue for Iceman. They haven't found level 6 yet.
Yeah, that's a problem. But he's done a lot of digging so far in this seed.
I mean, both of these runners have done a lot of digging in this seed. It's just the problem is that with level 6 being up on Death Mountain, that can be a little bit of a time-consuming thing. And the Triforce, if I remember correctly, was before you get to the Silvers.
Yeah,
that could play a role in this too.
Oh goodness, if Iceman thinks Silver's a 9. Oh, you're right.
That will be GG's. We're done. Thank you for playing.
Could very well be, unless both items and 9 are next to the lobby.
Or if we get the immediate hint saying the Silvers kill the beast lie elsewhere.
Indeed, and that's another possibility. Iceman going to find both items in here because he might think the Silvers are here.
I mean, level 1, you've yet to see both items in here. You're going to get one here with a heart container. This is an acceptable dig, especially given the size of level 1. Level 6, really, honestly, if you go back to that game 2, level 6 was Iceman's undoing. Because that was where the bow was, and if you remember, in that game 2, Iceman was back in 6, then found that 2Q6 room, turned around, left.
Goodness, that.
Level 6 was Iceman's undoing there, and I mean, if Iceman took that time and that second dig of 6 out, we could have been talking about a scenario where maybe Iceman has the ability to overcome Coke's lead. And
again, it feels like we're heading for a repeat scenario here, depending on how long it takes Cokes to find the Triforce in 8.
And Cokes is only one room away from the Triforce, but he doesn't know it. Now 2 rooms away.
Meanwhile, Iceman, the dig of 6. The faster he finds it, the closer he gets to Cokes.
Is he going right up to Death Mountain? This would help, but what really needs to happen for Iceman to force a second rounder against 1-Up is to pull the silvers out.
Indeed.
That's the big part of this. Now, Cokes hasn't found level 9.
Let's
true. Not keep that out of... That's not... Forget about that. Cokes hasn't seen level 9.
And it's in a fairly obvious spot, but he may think, oh, it's Rafflock. Iceman finds 6!
Yep, but let's hold on. The big part of this is going to be coming up here in about maybe 2 minutes from now.
Does Iceman dig this 6?
That's the big part. Does Iceman think the silvers are here? Does Iceman think, I gotta make sure the silvers are here?
I mean, he has had some struggles this seed. Perhaps that's the key to saying, I gotta make sure I'm not leaving the item here.
That room right there that Cokes just left is the room that the Triforce is in.
Oh dear. And that's more time bleeding.
It's giving Iceman the time resources. Oh, struggling fiercely with this Goma. There we go.
And he got it. Is this the item for Iceman?
No, I don't think so. I think this is the transport.
Oh, he's trying to get the block clip, but that Goma won't let him. And he doesn't have the
He got it.
He got it. Transport.
Transport. And he's going to take this transport because that's what did him in last time around. And it puts him in the wrong side of this level 6. Because where the silvers were, if I remember correctly, was up on the top part of the 6.
I unfortunately don't recall that, so I'll give you I'll guess that's correct.
I think this might be where the Triforce is in 6 for Iceman.
It is.
Is he going to stick in here? He is going to stick in here!
And that is huge. Wait a minute. No, that's the other champion of transport, and he is staying. He wants the item in here, and he is going to be the happiest person on SpeedGaming if
he wants
he can
to
find
make
it.
sure that this is where he needs to be. Now, what Iceman doesn't know is that there's that one little neck to this level 6. He needs to go up. He needs to bomb up. He's going to get the Triforce.
He needs to go back in.
But he's not going to. I don't think he's going back in this. This is level 6.
We'll see.
Cokes is now doing the Triforce room.
He's going in. He's going
back in. Okay.
That is... Oh, wow. That is... I didn't expect that.
Okay. One thing to keep a note on. Cokes needs to be careful with this room. Down to 3 bombs.
Oh, goodness. You're right.
Has been struggling big time. Oh, I thought he was going to get... Oh, he lost the bomb!
He doesn't have it!
Now he's got to get this perfectly. He's got to get this Zidongo. You got to take it nice, cool, and collected. No,
and he
doesn't get it. And that's the Triforce room, too.
Oh, no. And just like that, if Iceman finds the silvers, he's going to 9 and he's going to have the lead.
Oh my goodness. Needs bombs. What Cokes needs is the Triforce to tell, or the compass to tell him that he's where he needs to be.
And there's no bomb wall here.
Yep. Again, for Iceman, the answer is the neck. You got to go to the neck, the far left side.
And he has no idea where the neck is. There's save. He's out.
Yep, we're done. I don't want to spend any more time inside of this level 6. Get me to level 9. Okay, there's the compass, and now there's the bad news for Cokes.
Yeah, now he knows he needs bombs.
All right, let's switch the audio over to Iceman because we are getting ready to head into level 9. Now, Iceman really needs the hint that says the silvers to kill the beast lie elsewhere, or both items ASAP.
And there's a problem with that hint, Rick. It may not even be in there.
It's not guaranteed. Either way, that is where we're looking at for this game. And the other part of this is that Iceman may not be immediately thinking level 6. Didn't see the raft in 2. We have no idea where the raft might be, but I think that has to be the other item in 8 at this point. But we haven't seen the item in 3 either.
You mean the recorder? Because we have seen the
recorder.
Raft.
Yeah, the recorder, I mean.
Fair. Okay, is this one of the items? No.
It is not the item.
Cokes is heading right back into the into 8 with bombs in hand. Will have a valid shot.
And knows that this is where the Triforce is.
Could be a push block here for Iceman.
Yeah, any room that is a push block, you gotta take at this point.
Push block acquired. Is this Transport 2 or one of the items? Transport 2.
Another staircase here.
Yep. Strong possibility. There are 14 rooms with staircases here in this 9. If it's not segmented.
If it's segmented, then look out.
It's 60. Item 1. Oh, boy. Everybody get excited. You're not getting excited, and I can't blame you. That's a wooden boomerang. Take 2 for Cokes on this Dodongo room and gets the bomb pack. He's got a full 8 bombs to take out 1 Dodongo. Dear Mr. Dodongo, please.
Oh,
he's got it.
We got it.
And another transport for Iceman, but Cokes has their ticket to 9. The bow, the silvers, and maybe on the verge of... Would you call this an upset there, Rick?
No. Not without Cokes was leading this seed.
You're right. I am going to give you that one.
I will remember that door that is on the other side of that Goma, though.
That's right, because that is a single shutter room. That could be the princess. Oh, Cokes is looking
to find
for
level 9,
Row.
but right in the general area of where level 9 turned out to be. Unfortunate bombing there for Iceman.
And no dice.
Cokes also got that hint about the... by a lake is where the entrance to death is, so it's going to get it sooner than later here.
He's heading back towards Candle Row, which is the correct answer. This actually is more arrows in his quiver. 5 more, in fact. Is this
Alright, now as Cokes goes into level 9, let's go ahead and switch the audio back over to Cokes, as Cokes now in 9 with the stuff to kill. New section of this level 9 for Iceman.
This will not be the item, though. That door closed right behind him. Nothing here.
It is a push block, but not for that reason.
I mean, Iceman wants the second item in here. May think it's the silvers.
The good thing about this level 9 is it's plenty full with moblins. Oh, actually, you gotta get those bombs in this position.
Actually, we know what the second item in 9 is. No, we do not. No, we do not. That book is still outstanding.
Okay, in that case, it's not.
But we do know that the recorder is the item in 3. Or, no, we don't know that either. Never mind.
Yeah, 3 and 8 we're still missing information about.
Oh my.
And there's the map to level 9 for Cokes.
That is...
Goma!
And that... Oh goodness. Can you imagine if this is your second item staircase? Oh, it's nothing. So never mind I said anything.
Okay. That's fine.
How much pressure do you think Cokes is under right now?
Both of these runners are under a tremendous amount of pressure. The seed is definitely wearing your patience thin. There's the other item. It's the white sword. Iceman's in the wrong district of this level 9.
Well, he's getting closer.
Also, we're looking for that word to change to roar to indicate that we're right next door to Ganon. Iceman is 1 room south of that white sword.
And he's heading towards it.
Okay, 2 rooms south.
You were close enough, Rick. I'll give you that one.
Northeast to Skull.
Oh, goodness. That is...
Here's the white sword for Iceman.
And this is the moment where you can already tell how he's feeling about that.
Absolutely disgusted. Kidnap southwest. You remember we have a Goma in that southwest corner.
I think you might be onto something there, Rick.
So, without the recorder in hand, where is Iceman heading off to? Looks like we're heading to level 3. 6 is right around the corner from 3. Hopefully that we will head to both of those levels soon enough. But we are going to buy the hints. Hint time. Aquamentus does not tell us what we need.
Indeed.
Goma Silvers, that's the hint right there. Now, how long does it take Iceman to track that information down? Because Cokes has a good piece of this the information for this seed.
He's got.
It's heading for that northeast corner.
There's that second item.
Yep, the boomerang, as we already knew. And you've got to think that if there's a bomb wall that opens up here for Cokes, it could very well lead to the roar of Ganon. Level 6 was not Iceman's friend back in Game 2.
It might not be his friend again. Northeast corner for Cokes.
That's right.
Is this it? No, it is not.
Not here, but it could very well lead to it.
Knows that's a staircase. Has seen both items. Not going to check any further. Time ticking on Iceman right now. He's in 6, looking furiously for the silvers.
Trying to find the pathway. Invisible walls, essentially nothing that's going to move him to that corner except for, again, that one neck. He's 1 room away from getting that pathway.
There's that neck.
Yep.
Iceman getting closer to those silvers. Coke maybe inches away from hearing the roar.
Not in this room here, but it's new pathway.
Unless, you know what I'm going to get to here, Rick. Are we looking at a magic staircase to Ganon today?
We did earlier. Oh, not Ganon. We
Oh,
were
wait
a magical
a-
staircase
wait
to
a
get
minute.
to Princess Zelda.
Uh-oh.
What are we uh-ohing about?
That didn't bomb.
And the problem with that is?
It could be a magic staircase because we're running out of northeast area.
We still got plenty of room here. This is going to be the silvers for Iceman. And Iceman still has a chance, but it comes down to who can find the pathway to Ganon first.
And then there's
the silvers.
There's the question of who gets the Princess Zelda first. I believe Iceman's seen the Goma, has Cokes.
Neither of the runners have seen where Princess Zelda is. We've got a suspected room.
I mean, the suspicions are very real, if you ask me, Rick.
I mean, it's a good chance. By the way, we have seen 5 staircases in this 9 so far.
Okay, so are you telling me not to get excited over staircases this time?
Not yet. It's just more of the noting how many we've seen. So there's still one more pair out there.
Oh.
Can't get there that way.
And Iceman...
That bomb's not going to work. Oh, can't get there that way.
And now, Cokes is... he's down to 2 bombs. Time may be ticking.
Well, time is ticking because both of these runners... You're 69 minutes and 50 seconds into this seed. You are feeling the pressure. You are feeling everything that this seed is doing to you. Is this staircase 6? Yes, it is. All right, there's staircase pair 6.
And this should be the magic staircase to Ganon.
No, it is definitely not the magic staircase to Ganon.
Absolutely not.
There's
a way there. And Cokes may have just missed it.
There's the silvers hint.
Oh wow, wow, game. That's rude, game. And look at this. Cadet, you got to kill this Goma there, Iceman.
No, well, Iceman does. We know this is not a staircase. Chad is correct. I think Paratroopa is correct and Coke's needing to bomb to the north. 1 bomb, it's a hard ask, but you have to in this case when you know Ganon is in the northeast and there's no way that the seed wants to get you there.
Oh dear. And wow, Iceman has a fair bit of this 9 mapped out already.
I have a fair bit of this 9 mapped out and I still don't know where anything is. But I do agree, you should use your bomb in this situation because you tried like 3 different ways to get over to this northeast corner and nothing is working. You've got to try to get a bomb to work at this point. Now, if you're not going to use your bomb, here's what you need to do. 10 count.
I was about to say you need to get out and get more, but...
You need a 10 count.
And there's the hint for Iceman. Oh my goodness. Iceman is booking it.
Oh, Cokes is in a different section of this 9.
Could be close. And if one of these moblins drops a bump, there it is. Oh my goodness.
We are now in a different section of this 9.
Oh my. This could be the way in.
Nope.
Needs to bomb north.
Oh, Iceman bomb.
No.
Iceman. Not yet.
Maybe that little nub to the right. There it is.
There it is.
And he's got the compass too.
And Iceman finds it. It is to the right of where Cokes is now.
Oh my goodness. And Cokes is going to get the compass as well. Hold everything, folks. We could be in for a finish. Oh,
nice,
my
man.
goodness.
2 hits down, 3 hits down.
Needs one more. There's Cokes with Ganon.
There it is.
The
Get it down for Iceman. Hold on.
112.51.
Hold on.
Oh,
there's one for Cokes.
Oh my! And with boat runners have. There it is. There's the takedown.
Yep.
17 seconds apart. Who can book it to Zelda faster?
And by the way, that Goma did block where Zelda is.
Oh dear.
So that Goma was the block.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. One thing we haven't noticed yet, Cokes has the map. Iceman doesn't. Is that going to matter?
Path?
I'm not sure that's going to matter.
Okay, this is the room that leads to where Princess Zelda is for Iceman. Here it is.
My.
This will lead 2 rooms east of Princess Zelda. Get your GGs in chat. It is going to be Iceman and 1UP in the second round.
And what a comeback for Iceman. He will take it with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 17 seconds. Iceman, 1UP. I'm excited, Rick. That is going to be one heck of a race. This was one heck of a series.
It really was.
And joining us in the booth, moving on to round 2 of the 2025 Rookie Rumble, Iceman, welcome in. Congratulations. GG's.
Thank you, GG's. That was an interesting seed.
It was, and I have to ask you this, the question to start things off. What level of done were you when you found out you had to take trip number 2 into level 6?
It honestly didn't bother me as much as you would think, because I was playing very aggressive. I'm like, I could do 2, 3, 6, but I might not need to. Let me go into 9, find out if I do need to, and the case of if I don't need to, at least I'm mapping out the dungeon.
This was at a position.
Go ahead, sorry.
Go on. Go on.
I was gonna say I had a suspicion before I got the compass where Zelda was because of that. I'm like, I wonder if that shutter door is gonna be Zelda. As soon as I picked up the compass going again, I'm like, okay, so I already had mapped out my route. I just needed to find out where the silvers were.
That mapping it out, finding out that shutter door to the left of that Goma is what gave you enough of a pad that you're starting to see the difference in time between you and Cokes. It was about maybe 10, 15 seconds difference on both of you getting to Ganon.
17 on the kill, to be exact.
So it was another close one.
It was really, really close. And Cokes was in 9. You were the first one into level 9. But Cokes obviously having both components going into 9. It looked like if they were able to figure out that pathway to get to Ganon, but they never figured it out that it was over there in that nub of 9.
Yeah, like I said, as soon as I saw that shutter door, I'm like, I can't do the boss, the Goma to figure out if this is actually it. But let me put a question mark there saying that might be the shutter. As soon as I saw the blinking light in that area, I'm like, that's got to be it. I know my path. It might not have been the efficient path, but I know my path once I do Ganon to go there.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a way to bomb over from that first column over, but
not that I found, because I tried to bomb from the staircase back into where I was, and it wouldn't let me.
Yep, you did.
So I'm like, I know a route. Knowing a route is better than knowing nothing.
Actually, Iceman, Cokes never saw that Goma.
Yeah, Cokes got the 2 hints, and that was our first indication that Goma could be blocking where Zelda was when Cokes side by side got the hint that the beast was in the northeast corner and that the princess was in the southwest corner.
Okay. And there was that beast hit that I'm like, let me abandon whatever path I'm currently on and just go that direction, so I have something to go off of.
Yep, next room over is where the princess hint was.
Yeah, like I said, I was tempted to dip 6 more, but it's a case of, you know what? Let me again map 9.
Mm-hmm.
Let the sea tell me otherwise.
Yeah, and that did definitely help a little bit here, especially since you found the path that turned out to be how to get to Princess Zelda. But this definitely had a few twists and turns, and how happy were you to get that hint about the silvers and 6?
I wish I'd seen it earlier, because I was like money starved when I found those hints. But I'm like, okay, I have money now. Let me save the money, go for the hints. If it's not in the first round, I would have gone to the second round of hints. But thankfully it was there. I'm like, okay, I've got, and it's literally on the path.
The other thing to note about this seed, at one point in time, Cokes had a 5 Triforce lead on you.
Okay.
They got to level 4 sooner than you did, got that red ring sooner. They also pulled the ladder out of 7 and was able to get the Triforce in one go, as opposed to you who had to take double dips out of there. But you came back with a flourish, and that is the reason why you can't call the race only 40 minutes in.
Yeah, because I guess even if I didn't have the Triforce pieces, I knew where they were in the dungeons. I knew how to get to the Triforce pieces. It was just a matter of the combat was not in my favor initially to get them in the first place.
Another thing that didn't help Cokes, they ran out of bombs on that triple Dodongo in 8.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. 8 was interesting, finding the immediate heart and the immediate any key. I'm like, well, this seed's getting off to a really fun start.
Thought that the Any Key was going to be a little more of an advantage for you, but it turned out to honestly not be as much of an advantage for you early on, because Cokes ended up, when they finally got the Any Key out of 8, had 8.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, keys were free, but it's still a case of that's one less thing you have to worry about for the rest of the seed. I know, I thought it was an interesting seed. It was much better than yesterday's. I'm glad it was, again, close for both of us being in 9 at the same time, and it's just a matter of one person finding the route more than the other.
You two had a fantastic series. I called game 2 and game 3. You two were so evenly matched. It was absolutely outstanding.
Because both me and Cokes have been in the Master and Apprentice, and throughout the scoreboard, we're both pretty evenly matched in terms of scores. I remember in the qualifiers, we were pretty close in time between the two of us. So I knew this was going to be a fun match between two people of relatively the same skill level. And it was going to be a coin flip. All 3 games, we were all in 9 at the same time. It was just one person finding a route slightly better than the other.
And now you've got 1-up coming up in the second round. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. A number 4 seed against, what am I, 29? I know what's going to happen. I'll do my best, but I'm not expecting anything of it. I wanted 1 win out of the brackets. I got my 1 win in game 1. Everything else is house money.
And now you got to do this on top of the Cross Keys tournament.
And the Cross Keys and Mentor tournament for Elec to the Pass. It's busy.
Gee, should we just go slow tomorrow, Iceman, in our co-op?
No, I still want to do well.
I know, same here. Cokes doesn't know it, but they need to just go up 2 rooms and they'll get that transport staircase. It looks like that was a magical staircase based on what we're seeing.
Another one.
Yep, another one. But I just think it's a very neat aspect that we have what will be 2 runners who were first known for Link to the Past Randomizer doing battle in Z1R.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, we've had a few series like that. Nux and Windfox, Iker and Pool Float. Like it's been interesting seeing. Although to be fair, you
could supplant Ike here and Pool Float to SMZ3.
That
or
too.
a couple of other games.
But Poolful doesn't really do tournaments of that. He just plays it for fun, I think. But yeah, it's fun seeing Link to the Past people come try the Z1, and it's been fun seeing the Z1 people come over to Link to the Past, the Mentor Tournament. It's been fun watching it, watching the people see the other side of the coin.
And also people from SMB3R coming over, and people from Z1R going over to SMB3R, things like that.
That's why I love the Rookie Rumble, quite frankly. It's that aspect right there. People you've seen in other communities coming over and trying this game. And as we can see, this matchup is just an example of just how close the field is.
Mm-hmm. I'm betting Cokes is feeling what I was feeling yesterday. Knowing your opponent's done and then finding where is the staircase that I need to go through.
Just go north. Come on, channel your energy, everyone. Go north. And that's not north.
That's the opposite of north.
Go back north.
I think we might need reverse psychology here.
All right. Continue going south. And if Cokes looks at the map, sees that dot, but the problem is I think Cokes is in that feeling that there's going to be a direct path and not a transport path.
And I think it's just clicked. Yeah.
He has to get all the way to the top of the E column.
Yep. I have marked down as transport staircase 1.
Yep, that's how I marked it, because that was the first one I took.
Gee, I wonder why I chose that as number 1.
Because it was the end of a column. I'm like, you know what, I need to make a plan to do something else. Let me go down the staircase.
No. Coke's reading the map here, I believe.
He hasn't even entered that room. Okay.
Nope. I feel like Cokes is under the impression that there's a direct path to get to where Princess Zelda is, and there just isn't. This is a transport staircase, another magic staircase to get to Princess Zelda, just like it was in Game 2.
Yeah, and that's basically when, like, once I got the Triforce in Game 2, I'm like, I know I can't go there directly. I have to find a staircase. I'm done with that yesterday. Yeah, I had fun in 7, though, because I'm like, I saw the Triforce room, and I'm like, okay, that's ladder blocked. Might have to come back. I might be able to go around, but I might be able to come back later. 2 rooms later. Oh, there's a ladder. Never mind. I'm good.
And had the ladder right next door to the Triforce, too.
Yeah. It felt like a pretty quick scene once that was happening.
Oh, Cokes is going to go bomb that one last room. See if
Yep.
and there's the solid block. That was a magic staircase indeed.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to go back to transport staircase, what turned out to be transport staircase number 6. And we're going to find out that that's not the answer. It's painful when you see somebody looking at the map like this, when you know what the answer is. But it's even more painful when you're the person who is playing with the controller in their hand and are like, what am I missing?
I think you might have figured it out here.
Yeah, here we go. We're heading right straight for the room. Clear out this Aquamentus, and we will have a pathway to the princess, and we will have a finish coming up here in about 34 seconds. Maybe less than 34 seconds.
I think it is less than 34 seconds. There is the door for Cokes. Get your GGs in, everybody, for your runner-up here tonight. That is Cokes with an official time of 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 5 seconds.
Yeah, a little closer to 129 when they actually crossed the fire. But we're talking 5 seconds at that point in time.
Absolutely, I mean. And joining us now, Cokes. What a series, Cokes. GGs.
Yeah. Thanks.
GG's Cokes.
That was a very frustrating 9 for me.
It was, and I think what may be a little more frustrating is what we knew about that level 9, but Iceman, in the first dip of 9 without silvers, found the pathway to the princess.
You gotta be kidding me, I had that much of a lead? Or not a lead, but I had everything. I went in with everything.
Indeed. You had Rick. Should I? You want to tell him this one?
No, we won't say it. We won't say it. What we will say
is that I haven't thought already.
What we will say is that you did have both components. Now, Iceman was the first one into level 9, but left the silvers out in level 6. Got both items out of 9, and then went shopping for the hints. That hint shop that was north of level 1, Vanilla 1, did explain that the silvers were in 6, so Iceman knew that they were there instead of having to go back to either 3 or 8 to try to hunt those down.
I'm assuming 3 was the recorder, but I have no idea.
Yeah, we don't have it guaranteed because it was either recorder or book in 3 or 8.
Yeah, I was just praying for no dig doggers in 9 by the time I was, heading in. And that was easy. There weren't any. But, ugh.
Yeah,
I felt like I played great until 9. 6 was okay. 8 was...
You had a very solid run throughout all of this, and I hope that your issues in 9 aside, that you did at least have fun in this seed.
Oh, I did. I felt like there was a good chance I was going to be going into 9 at around an hour, and I was like, if I'm on that mark, I should have a chance at this, and I probably would have if I had gone into that damn Aquamentus room.
Yeah. Iceman was about 17 seconds according to Moonrise Phoenix ahead of you killing Ganon.
Oh my god, it was that close?
Yes.
Both
were on Ganon at the same time.
But yeah. Path of Ganon was not great, but I got a stun lock on the second hit, which was good. I mean, I had mag, so it didn't matter, but
Sometimes Ganon just does his best impression of Matthew McConaughey.
The thing is, I knew exactly what room Zelda was in super quick.
Right, because the compass was right next door to Ganon.
Well, even before I had the compass, I knew Zelda was in the southwest, and I ran into a room that I couldn't bomb into, and I was like, I was pretty sure it wasn't an old man.
Mm-hmm.
I'd already seen a couple, and I was like, so I marked it as a question mark on my map. It's like, that's probably Zelda, and it ended up being dead on. But
yeah, Just unfortunate you needed a magic staircase to get there.
Yeah, and I thought the magic staircase was the one to the bottom, and it was the one to the east. Because I thought for sure I was like, oh, I'll take the stair that's south of Zelda and bomb up, and then when I got there the first time I didn't have bombs, so I went back to get bombs, and it's just a nightmare after that. And then I had to try to find, refresh the rooms to get bomb droppers. Which
at least the Moblins gave you plenty of opportunities for bombs. I've had some 9s in the past where it's... Is anything in this level 9 that wants to drop bombs? Where are the red Gurias?
Yeah, there wasn't... I mean, the Moblins were concentrated in a couple of rooms, which was nice, but I still had a couple bad breaks. I think I killed it. That room with 8 or 9 of them didn't give me any drops one time I was in there, which is like, come on.
Ice knows a thing or two about bomb luck.
I almost went back to grab that easy bomb upgrade too at one point, because I knew there were like 3 rooms into, what was it, 5 maybe, whatever. I forget what dungeon it was, but I knew there was an easy bomb upgrade, and I had tons of money because I never needed to buy basically anything. I mean, I bought the wooden arrows, but those were useful for exactly 1 Goma before I found silver. So yeah, I felt like I was really cooking until I got into 9, and then the path again, and I was like, this is not great, because it was in such a dumb location with such bomb heavy access.
And 9 does that sometimes.
Yeah, I think every 9 I've had lately has been just a mess for me, at least, if not everybody else involved.
Like, taking a look at your level 9 back in game 2, that also was a magic staircase to get to her.
Yeah, and I was like on guard for that tonight because of that, and I was like, because that is a fresh trauma still. I'm sure it was for Iceman too, because I know that was a frustrating night for him too. Yeah,
and I think I looked back and initially I skimmed through and I noticed that when you finished, I was technically in the room that was the staircase, but I'm like, Patra, I don't want to kill this right now, even if there is a staircase. The fact that was the staircase, I'm like, oh god, I'm glad I didn't find that one.
Yeah, that 9 was worse than this one, but yeah, both of them were. Yeah, just dire situations.
It's because, as Rick said, because I came in with nothing and was looking for items in 9, I was taking every staircase I could see to see what it was.
Right, and then
went all the way up in the E column to start. Found that staircase, took it, looked in the room. Oh, there's a shutter. That might be. Let me mark it. And then as soon as I pick up the the compass, I'm like, that is literally the room I was looking at, and okay, that's where I have to go once I can kill Ganon.
That's really fortunate. I just never stepped into that Aquamentus room. I checked all around it, but I don't know why I didn't go in there. I just didn't see it. Didn't notice it on my map.
I think a lot of it had to do is that you were expecting a direct path to Princess Zelda. Game said no.
Yeah. I mean, by the time I was up in that area, I had already seen that southwest stair, so I figured and I knew or the south, and I knew I obviously couldn't get there directly, but because of how the entryway and the first doorways were set up, but so I knew most of the southwest was shut off somehow. And I knew pretty quickly, because I got the map really early, I knew pretty quickly that I couldn't get to Zelda from that weird little tendril, but I figured there had to be another way to bomb into that southwest region, and there just wasn't. There just was not. The fact that there were 2 magic stairways in the southwest and one of them was a fake out really did me in. Once I killed Ganon, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. It's time to go. But yeah, tough break. But it was a great series. We had 3 wildly interesting seeds, and we were in 9 at the same time in all of them. And
Yep.
you know,
It's as I was
Can't
saying
ha-
before. I was looking at the mentor and apprentice leaderboard and all the qualifiers, and we were all pretty close in terms of scores. That each of us could have taken any game.
yeah, that's all you can ask for. You know, in something like this is that you feel like you were in it until the last minute, and I was. You know, it's frustrating, but I'm still proud of how I did. You know.
Yeah, it was a good series.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I think if we probably raced 10 times, it would probably go 5-5 or 6-4. You know.
Yeah, something like that. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
So with that, Cokes, unfortunately, that is going to do it for you in the Rookie Rumble. Goodness. I think I
Any
speak for a lot.
Any regrets? So that's my main question.
Honestly, not super. No, I mean, there weren't a ton of opportunities for there weren't a ton of opportunities tonight where like block clips or screen scrolls were gonna make or break anything based on where all the items and stuff were. I could have gotten to the bow quicker, but it wouldn't have mattered because I didn't have arrows. But But no, I don't feel like I have any particular regrets. Just
Good.
Good.
I hope you do keep at it here and continue to race along with the community.
Oh, I definitely will. It's a great game to play when you have an hour and a half or so to kill. And that's often how my life goes,
But it's great to hear it. Always great to see you, and looking forward to seeing how you're going to do in the next tournaments.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I hopefully I can get some significant improvements over the next few months. Get these times down a little bit.
No doubt you'll make it. I've seen you go in the last 2 races. No doubt, you've got
Thanks.
something there.
I appreciate the encouragement. Helps after a tough loss like this.
Absolutely. Keep at it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys restreaming and commentating and tracking for us too, because I have to imagine a good number of people tuned in for this one, given that it was a game 3 and given how close our first 2 were. So I'm sure everybody really appreciates it.
Yep, agreed. Really thanks for the restream. And thanks for the
Absolutely.
con, Rick and Moonrisen.
Absolutely. It's a case where I definitely, considering the fact that I've been the master for Iceman through this Master and Apprentice series and have known Iceman for quite a while, I definitely wanted to get on one of these races, and I'm glad I was able to be on the match for this one.
As far as I'm concerned, I saw game 2 between you two. No way was I missing game 3.
Yeah, game 2 is the one to watch on a VOD if you're if you want to enjoy someone else's pain.
Oh yeah, I was tilted like an hour and 10 into that, and it was almost 2 hours.
No, legit. In that second game, I had a minute around the same point where I was thinking like, screw this, I'm just gonna quit. Like, this is miserable. And I was like,
please finish so I can stop.
Fortunately, like I'm like an endurance runner, so like I run literal marathons, and like I'm used to hitting a wall at some point. So I was like, this is temporary. You're gonna get through this. Like, you're just bonking a little bit right now. It's okay. And I did. Like I was able to get through it, and
yep,
we got this great game 3 of the results. So that was nice.
Absolutely. Let's start to get on out of here. Before we get moving, we do want to let you know that there was a channel change for the other race that was starting up at 7:30 between Angel and Crump. That is now over on Z1 Randomizer due to some technical difficulties we were having over on SpeedGaming 2. So if you want more Zelda 1 Randomizer, head on over there. Coming up next year on Speed Gaming, the new Super Mario Bros. Wii tournament continues with Rhino versus Super Spaz. That match coming up here in 15 minutes. Let's give a big thank you to Steve Cole for doing the tracking for this. Also be sure to give our runners a follow. Iceman and Cokes and Moonrisen Phoenix. Splendid job.
I always an absolute joy to do comms with you, Rick. Goodness. Thank you for volunteering.
Absolutely. So we'll see you over on Z1 Randomizer if you want more of this tournament. Until next time, thanks for joining us.